So guys, I decided to paint my own fence, and I'm gonna show you guys the results. I'm gonna show you guys the whole process because I didn't see a lot of videos like this on YouTube, so I decided that I'd make one, like a start to finish video for you guys to see how to paint your own fence or your own whatever you want to paint. First things first, we scrubbed it. Got to scrub the heck out of it, every panel. Um, I first applied soap and water with my pressure washer. Then I scrubbed it. As you're seeing right now, we're getting all the dirt and debris off of there because you want it really clean before you paint it. Cleaner the surface you got, the better the paint will stick and stain to the wood and be more adhesive. So now I'm washing off all the dirt, and you can't tell the difference now, but later on in the video, when you see the fence dry, you'll see how clean it looks. It almost changes the color of it once you pressure wash it and scrub it and stuff and get all that dirt off from the winter and all the rain and stuff that's collected on it, the algae. Same thing. You're just putting soap and water on it first with the pressure washer. Then we're gonna come scrub these panels, drenching it good in soap and water. For projects like this, the prep work is super important. Just the extra steps that you take are gonna make your project either look like a rookie or a professional. So always take the extra steps on it. You gotta care about the work you're doing. And this is why I'm gonna get the results that I'm going to get with my fence, because I care about what I'm doing. I have to hop the fence and pressure wash and scrub the opposite side of it too, the same way. Just prepping and cleaning the fence was a whole day's process for me to do it right. And then the next day was painting one side, and then the next day was painting the other side. So altogether, it was about a 3-day process worth of work, which I could have did it quicker if I didn't care and I didn't want to pressure. I could have just went out there and painted right over the dirt and back and pressure wash my fence. Got the back side coming up. Make sure you get every little nook and cranny. It's important. It might seem like it's not important, but it does matter when it's time to start painting. All the prep work you're doing. It's gonna make your paint more adhesive and stick to the wood better when it's clean, which in turn is gonna save you money because your paint job lasts longer and you don't have to repay for a paint job. This is the back side of the property you were doing. Another thing these fencing companies won't do is repair fences. So I brought out my trusty nail gun, as you'll see in a second, and I started repairing my own fence right there. Air compressor nail gun. That's a service we offer. Nailing the wire back in, nailing boards back in. That's my son and my dog playing. They came outside to help Dad for a little bit. Replace any bad boards, any rotten boards. That's me and my son looking at the fence. You could look, if you look over there at the fence, you can tell how clean it looks. Like it's just been pretty much washed. That wood almost looks a blonde color. And this is me painting the opposite side of it. This was a long process, but I didn't show like a lot of this on this side because it didn't matter because you can't see. But just know I have to hop the fence, put my box and my drop cloth down so we don't get overspray on the grass, and then hop the fence back and spray. And I have to do that all the way down. hop it, put our drop cloth down and our cardboard or whatever we're using to prevent overspray. Prep work is the key. Then hop back over and start spraying. But it worked out really great. We didn't get any overspray in the neighbor's yard and the neighbor's grass and stuff. And yeah, it just really came out good, to be honest with you. Really professional looking. A lot of you guys, if you're thinking about doing something like this yourself, you could do it if you do it yourself, or like I am. Like, it's hard work, but versus paying somebody to do it a ridiculous price, you could do your own stuff. Now, I do offer fence paint services myself, but this video is mainly for do-it-yourself people, not to promote my painting business. But by all means, if anybody needs some painting, feel free to contact me. But this is more just for do-it-yourself guys, showing that it can be done. You can do this stuff yourself if you want to. It's me, see me continually hopping this fence back and forth, painting panel by panel, carefully using all my tools necessary not to get overspray, if you can see me. The transition from it going from wood to black it's always just mesmerizing. I love seeing things get painted from what it used to be looking like trash to refreshing it. It gives it a whole new face and a whole new look, a whole new excitement, gives you a new feeling for it when you see it a different color. So I always enjoy the process of seeing something go from old to new. It's like hooking a car up or something, an old classic, and restoring it back to new. It's that same type of nostalgic feeling. I don't know what's going on now. I'm probably taking a break, but I'll let you just look at this beautiful split fence, half wood, half black, and it transitions to black. Watch it transition to black. And we're using a paint stain on here, black, tricolor black, a stain. It's not a paint. From my understanding, the stain works better. It soaks into the wood, and it's gonna look richer, longer, and it's gonna last longer. And another thing too about painting my own stuff is I got to decide what quality of paint I wanted to use. I used a higher quality paint to paint my fence. Unlike a lot of these fencing companies, they're gonna use the lowest grade of paint for the most part, unless you specifically ask otherwise, and you're gonna pay really high for it. But I got to pick the grade of paint I wanted for a stain I wanted for this project, and I picked a higher grade, weather resistant, bacteria resistant, mildew resistant. I didn't pick the most expensive stain. It was like I got the one in the middle. The fencing company is using the lowest one, so they got like a $29 gallon bucket, a 39 gallon bucket, 49 and 59. I think I got like the 59 gallon bucket, and it go up to like 69 or 79. I didn't get the top, but I got like close to the top tier of paint, which is good because most fences are painted with the bottom tier paint. So here I'm fixing the paint, and my paint sprayer starts spraying funny. And this way you gotta have problem solving skills. So I looked at it though. It was simple. The tip had paint dried up on it where it sprays at, so I let it soak in water. And I'm going to my tool shed to get a knife or a razor so I could just lightly clean around the tip, the spray nozzle tip, as you see me doing right here. Sometimes this tip in here gets clogged up. I think I left it sitting out while I was in the house eating lunch, and it dried up a little bit on the tip. Started making my paint spray all awkward, so I just soaked it in water for a few minutes and then took a knife and went and cleaned out, and a wire brush. This is one of the cleanest paint jobs I've seen. I've even seen professional paint jobs where people paint the grass and stuff. So when we paint your yard, you don't have to worry about overspraying everywhere because we take our time and do it right. We actually care. Quality, quality. It's the last leg of the race. You got to finish up strong. Not get tired at the end of it and do it halfway. If Yeah, I recommend that if you are tired, come back and finish it tomorrow. Finish it when you feel like when you want to do it, so you'll give it its best effort. Don't just try to hurry up and rush projects because it's the end of the day and the day's running out. I've done that before, and it makes all your hard work turn to shit. You spend all this time doing it right and rushed it at the end and fucked it up. So don't do that. Just come back the next day with a fresh new mind and finish it up. So these are the finished results. Mm, just looks good, man. Walk you out around so you can see the outside of it and see if I got any paint on the neighbor's grass or anywhere. And voila, I didn't. It's a freaking perfect. I mean, it gets no better than that. It's not a speck of freaking paint anywhere. Look at that. And that's how you take a regular, ordinary brown fence and turn it into something nice, something you be proud of. And the cool thing is that I did it myself. So hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope I might have inspired you guys to try something different. Try it yourself. Give it a shot. Shit, if you do it yourself, this should be a good challenge for you to try. So best of luck and peace.